Hey everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to give a quick rundown. Every Tuesday we have been running a webcam locals here at Gator Gang in our Discord. It's free entry, free locals. We try to do it all based on the simulator every Tuesday, so that way it kind of like opens it up for everybody that like to compete and participate. It's really fun. Last week we had about 8 for our test run, so that was a ton of fun. And this week we just knocked it out of the park. I was not expecting it. We had 17 people, uh, ended up finishing with 16 after the first round. So that was a ton of fun, and I can't wait to see how much more it keeps growing. I mean, I could not believe 16 people. That was a ton of fun. It's completely free entry. There's free prizing for the top two, and then like sporadic raffled off prizing for everybody else. I try to give something to each person in there if it's your first time, but it's just random participation stuff that's donated by members of our community. So I really appreciate that. Besides just Caleb and I's collection. So I wanted to round it off. I've got 5 deck lists to quickly show off from our from our 16 players. I want to do the top 5. It's more of a top 4, but I did want to give an honorable mention to our 5th place because I just like their deck. So and it was pretty good. Every single deck that I'm going to show was at least, besides our first place, was 3-1. So they all had really good showings that day. So we're going to start off obviously with Reiju. With some classic Reiju things. I'm not a big Reiju guy. My co-host Caleb, huge Reiju player, loves purple decks, so this was more his bread and butter to watch and commentate on. It's a really standard Reiju list from what I've looked at. The only thing that's a little bit different that I know Mirror Match, who played this, said that he really likes in there is the 7-drop blue Ichiji, and I know that was a big reason for why he was able to win his matchup in the finals. So, congrats to him. It's a really interesting deck. It's just definitely not my cup of tea, but I'm always excited when somebody can win. Our second place was Vegapunk. When I saw this list submitted, I was not expecting it to go as far on the run that it did. Congratulations to Frojitsu, who got second place. It's a really standard Vegapunk list from what I've seen, and because I have a couple friends that are big into Vegapunk. He did really good. He almost had the Reiju in the finals. Just literally, if he didn't see that Ichiji, it was over. It came down to literally their bottom cards in hand. Like they had nothing in hand, either one of them. So did some really cool plays. I got to see a lot of the cool Shaka plays and a few cool kid plays. So that was pretty fun. Otherwise, really standard Vegapunk list. I didn't really think anything was too spicy. But again, this isn't a deck that I grind a lot either. So our third place list belongs to one of our longtime members, Joe. If you guys are in the Discord, so that was kind of funny. He rolled a wheel before he got into the tournament to decide what deck he'd play, and he landed on Buggy the Clown. And his exact words were, "I'm not gonna build a deck. I'll let somebody else build it for me." So he went on One Piece top decks 15 minutes before the signups closed, and grabbed the first deck list that he saw and submitted it. And he ended up going 3-1 with it. He really likes Buggy. Uh, he said he really enjoys it. The big things are it runs the promos, and he said he does not understand how somebody did well with this because the promos are, in his exact words, garbage. He said he would absolutely cut those in a heartbeat, and he would cut the searcher. He did not use any of them. He just used them as fodder all night. So he said he could not see a situation where he would play either of the promos. So he said he would definitely cut those right away. But otherwise, congrats to him to go third place with a deck that he had zero practice on and he never had played Buggy before in his life. So, congrats to him. Our fourth place, rounding out our top 4, is belongs to Sam. Sam's been in both of our locals and done really well with Bello Betty. I mean, kind of hard not to do good with Bello Betty, but he did really great. Nothing really too spicy. I know the Sabo isn't something that you see in every single deck list, but he really enjoys it. Um, Otherwise, congrats to him. Standard list. He finished 3-1. I know that he got knocked out by the Reiju, so good job to him. But honestly, overall, really good gameplay from him watching him play the Bello Betty. So, and then our fifth place to round it out is one of our longtime supporters, Noah. He actually comes to our locals, so like our in-person locals. So I just wanted to showcase his because he was the only other 3-1 for the night on Red Green Smoker. And his Red Green Smoker, he was doing really good. I know that he, in his third round, played against a Bonnie. and almost lost to the Bonnie if it wouldn't have been a top last life trigger on the 10 layer igloo. Bonnie had one final 5K and Noah had 0 counter in hand on Smoker. And so seeing this took him to a 6K leader and ended up shutting off the Bonnie's final swing for game. So otherwise, he wouldn't have been 3-1. So honestly, shout out to all the people that competed. If you guys are ever interested, we have a webcam tournament showing up. First place gets an Honesty Impact alt art or choice of I have a sealed Monkey D Luffy tin with the pack still inside. So whatever you choose, and then second place gets whatever the first place doesn't choose. And then I have a bunch of various prizing. So that's coming up towards the end of July. And then we also every Tuesday we try to do these simulator locals, and we're gonna try to do like off meta and more webcam locals. So we'd love to have you guys join in. Like I said, it was 16 people. We're getting close to almost 80 members in the Discord. So everything's growing really fast, and it's just been a ton of fun. So especially as a guy that's just doing this for fun after his locals and stuff for a game that he enjoys, it's honestly a lot of fun to partake in. So love to have you out and just have a good time. Thanks.